All right, so we are live now. I was having some trouble getting this thing started. I don't know why. Um, but so some of you who were on the last live stream know that I was having all kinds of problems with Fire Control, which is the software that runs the table. Well, great news. Langmeyer Systems came out with um, a new release, so it doesn't have any more issues. Um, see where I can try to get you guys in a spot. I'm gonna have to talk loud because I don't have a mic on, but this way we can all hear each other. All right. Gotta restart the computer because I've got a Windows update. You all know how those go. You don't want to be in the middle of a Windows update and have it automatically restart. Also, I had to plug the laptop in because it was about to die, so Will here went and got me the charger. Of course, it's one of the longer updates, but that's fine. While we wait, we can square up our material here on the table. So, now this piece is a lot more warped than what I've gotten in the past, so hopefully that's not a problem. And all the individual parts are small, so I can make sure those are all flat and straightened out. Okay. It will ruin the piece. So I need you to not step over that cord, okay? Stay on one side or the other. I'm going to be walking back and forth in between here, and I need to be able to do that without having to. All right, so how's everybody been doing? I made a contact. The gentleman who purchased the last belt grinder happens to have access to high quality, low cost steel. So now I'm able to run this thing a little bit more economically. Give a shout out to Clayton. All right, 623. I'll set my password out loud. Don't want to do that. Okay. I'm gonna fire this thing up. Ever since I've gotten Fire Control 20.5, it has been great. Some of the nice things about 20.5, it has a dry run feature. So you can dry run your program, which I was always doing. I just didn't power up the plasma cutter. I'd run it without, and I would turn off the torch height controller. But now, I can just hit dry run. Also, it has like a little loading screen, so you know it's actually loading. Sometimes before you'd say load, you wouldn't know if it was loading or not. 5 minutes later, you hit load. Now you're loading 2 instances, and it had gone away too. Oh, look at this. It also has a what's new on 20.5. You can also update your firmware and all that stuff. There's tons of new features. So if you haven't downloaded 20.5, I definitely recommend it. It's so much more stable than previous versions. All right, maybe I'll bring you guys over here so you can see the computer. All right, so we're going to load up our belt grinder program. Now this is going to get cut out of 3/16 hot rolled.
So this is 3/16?
Yes, that is 3/16 thick. So let's go in here to our products. Belt grinder, burnout files. Oh, it's not in there. Details, burnout files. I have 2 files doing the same thing. 3/16 thick, nested parts. I don't know if I'm going to do a test run. I probably should, because that's I don't want to waste a sheet. So let's bring this thing home. You know what I'm going to do? Since I'm already over there, I'm going to go down close to the material and get that set. am I smoking? 1 3/8. All right.
1/48.
Yeah. So that is square. We'll see how far over I am. I also want to make sure my ground is not in the spot that's going to cause a problem. All right. So let's zero that out. If anybody has any questions about the Crossfire Pro, just leave me a comment. I'll try to keep an eye on the screen every now and again. So that we've got everything zeroed out, we're going to turn on dry run. We're going to hit start. Yep, that's where it's going to start. No, that was not. Now, for the dry run, we can turn this thing up to like 200%, so it gets through it faster. Last time it missed a hole or two, and I don't want to do that because that's a pain. That defeats the whole purpose. If I have to drill holes, there's a problem. I need this thing to, like, when these things come off, be ready to weld together. I don't want to have to be doing any drilling or filing. That's why I'm trying to get this program dialed in. Once I get this program dialed in, I can then sell belt grinder kits. And currently the target price is $200 for a frame. I don't know. I still got to do a little bit of math, so don't hold me to that. That is my target. And then there's going to be shipping. So I'll just figure out what size box, how much it weighs, and then, you know, we'll just, based on where people live. I hate to make the people who live 100 miles away pay the same price as people who live in, you know, Los Angeles. You know, I'm in Indiana, so if you're in Indiana or you're in Ohio or Michigan, I would hope that I could give you better shipping, but I don't know. Otherwise, it's going to be a flat rate of $75 because I calculated from here to Southern California, and it was between 75 and 100. So if I made it 75, then we'd be splitting it a little bit for the people who are far and people who are close. But I don't know. I have more research to do. If anybody has good advice on shipping heavy items, this is not going to fit in a flat rate box, and it might weigh more than 70 pounds. So I don't know if that'll be an option or not. Right now I just want to run this program to see if it's going to hit my ground clamp, because I can't knock my ground clamp off in the middle of the program. That'd be bad. Yep. Right. If you are in the Fort Wayne, Indiana area, I could meet you at like a parking lot somewhere, and you could save all the shipping. I can't just have everybody. My wife wouldn't like it if I gave out my personal address and doxed myself. So you can't come here, but I can meet you in Fort Wayne. That's. But if you're not from the Fort Wayne area, then we'll have to ship it. This is gonna be a long dry run, man. Maybe we just skip it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pause it. So stop. Okay. Now I can move it, and it will show me exactly where the head is. So basically, right about there is the safe zone.
Then you can't go any
basically, right there, there are no lines. So let me go over to where there is a line. It's right here. And now I'll go up. I hit it. I wonder. This looks like it's not going to fit on the sheet.
What is plain plastic?
Oh, I was off the sheet. Oh, now my XY is messed up. I lost a step. Here, Will. Just leave that there for now.
How long will it take for it to cut?
Okay. So I got all kinds of space. That's all the higher my program is set for. So this whole entire top up here is not actually going to be... I guess I could have reshaped my my program a little bit. Probably would have been better. Anyways, go X, Y, 0. Oh, I've got to scoot it over.
Let's do what over? It's off the sheet. But barely on it.
That's good. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you got the glasses, Will? Gonna take it off of dry run.
You want any?
No, I just won't stare at it. Okay. So, double check everything. I always make sure I go back to 100%. I'm gonna cut this at 35 inches per minute. I am at 70 psi. I am at 45 amps. So, basically, I almost always just max out the plasma cutter and then I adjust the inches per minute. That's pretty much how I always do. I don't mess with the amperage on the plasma cutter and I don't ever turn down the pressure. I just run it at 70, which is what the internal regulator is set on the plasma cutter. Okay, here we go.
Fire. The fire will look like.
Make sure I got air hooked up. Yep.
Or then it would do dry run.
They're not falling through. I'm going to slow it down a little. All right, I slowed it down to 32 inches per minute.
You could always smack them out.
So, I like when I can grab some of these and just kind of check them out. I got some flag there where it starts. No, that's not even where it starts, but... Pretty clean cut. I could slow it down just a tiny bit. Maybe like 31 inches. I'm gonna go one more. Alright, so now I'm running at 31 inches a minute. Got that little slug there. I think it looks pretty good. Hey, my son just asked a really good question. He asked, when will it cut the actual shape of the part? That's always after all of the holes are cut. That's one of the most important things. When you're cutting on a CNC plasma cutter, you have to cut all of your holes out or your slots out before you drop that part. Otherwise, it'll lose its location once you cut the outside perimeter. Alright, well I'm going to shorten this video. I'm going to hop off here and jump over on Facebook and finish the rest of this program out over on Facebook. If you are not a follower on the Beck's Armory Facebook page or my personal Facebook page, look me up, Richard Beck or Beck's Armory, and I'd love to hang out. Alright, signing off guys. See you guys later.